Your people in government should have consulted a mobility expert. I am not spending 1000 crore per kilometer of your money. Too expensive. It may benefit only cars. You can't just do ad hoc plans. What is the mandate? It's been given to you to look after us. It's not to look after yourselves. A lot of opposition has been expressed by not just us, by several other civic activist groups as well. And there are some supporters of the people in power who have done ad hominem, that means personal attacks, on saying, what do you know about mobility? When did you become a mobility expert? The point is, I am not a mobility expert. Actually, what I don't know can fill many libraries. Okay, but what I'm asking is, it's not necessary that I should be a mobility expert, but your government, your people in government, let me put it that way, your people in government should have consulted a mobility expert. They are also not mobility experts, right? Our problem is that instead of asking me, are you a mobility expert, I am not spending 1000 crore per kilometer of your money. They are spending that money. So they are answerable. I am not accountable. And what opinion I am giving, or we are giving about the tunnel road, are opinions that we have got from experts. We have done 2 or 3 consultative meetings in transparently with the media present. And we have invited people openly to attend those. We have done open protests, and we have shared data with everybody. Even the government's own panel that they are asked to review this has said this is not a very good idea. And experts from other places also have voiced their opinion on this. And it seems to be the persistence or the adamant attitude, or even arrogant attitude of just 1 or 2 ministers in government who want to push through this project. And it makes us wonder why, in spite of so much opposition, when there is, seems to be very good arguments against it, that it may not be helpful, that it's too expensive, that it may benefit only cars, that it may not actually relieve, the mobility problem, but may actually increase it along the route. In spite of all this being presented to them, for them to persist, it makes us wonder if they have ulterior motives. Maybe the government should look at a all-round 3-day conference in which they consult every kind of stakeholder, which means living in Bangalore. Living means where do you dwell, how you get care for your medical and well-being, and for your food, nutrition. What are the solutions? How do you dispose of the waste in your house safely, so that it doesn't go and harm somebody else's house or their living conditions? So for livelihood and living and livelihood, that means work. What kind of jobs can you get? How will you commute to those jobs? What kind of energy will you get which will not harm the environment? What kind of mobility will you get which will not harm the environment? What kind of opportunities for entertainment, for sports can you get, where you live? All these should be considered. And for that, I think you should call, when you have this consultation, you should have doctors, well-being experts, you should have town planners, you should have mobility experts, you should have engineers and designers for mobility, for town planning. You should have, farmers, who have their own. You see how when they have to come and sell their vegetables on the roads in the morning, we are complaining that they're blocking the road. You should have made facilities for them. Actually, this is about food. You should acquire where they come regularly and create a complex for them to be able to safely and, in hygienic ways, store the vegetables and sell them even during rain. Actually, it's a callous system we have now. So you should have farmers, market gardening, as we call it, for the surrounding the towns, should really have experts who will know how to handle water, hydrologists who analyze groundwater, how to recharge it, how to harvest rainwater, how to rejuvenate our lakes, every kind of expert, how to keep our wetlands safe, how to increase our green cover in the city. And what kind of industry should we have to maximize employment at a higher value addition level? And how do we stop further influx into Bangalore and develop, cities outside from 100 kilometers to say, even 500 kilometers from Bangalore around Karnataka, how to develop other cities is how you should think. And this is how you should sit and make a plan. You can't just do ad hoc plans. You have a BDA engineer who will just sit and say, sir, let us build one bridge from here to there. For what reason? How many people? What is the analysis? Where did you get this idea from? Stop everything you're doing. Do a 3-day consultation. Make subcommittees in that for each one of these aspects that I'm referring to. And get reports, put all of that together and let the cabinet decide. That's what it is. You have a mandate to do what the people need. You don't have a mandate to do whatever you want. We have the mandate means what is the mandate? It's been given to you to look after us. It's not to look after yourselves that the mandate has been given.